Hi, this is Allison Prophet, creator of the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit, which is happening January 24th through the 28th, 2022. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Chelsea Glanz for her Summit Speaker Spotlight interview so that you can get to know her just a little bit better. Chelsea is actually going to be joining us on day 4 of the summit, which is our Soulful Community Day. And she's going to be doing a special embodiment activity. And she's going to be doing something with artwork. And so she's going to talk a little bit more about that as we go. But let's dive in and get to know Chelsea just a little better. Hi, how are you today?
I'm well. Thank you, Allison. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. So I'd love for you to start by just introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about your business also.
Yeah, so I'm Chelsea Glanz and my business is called Rise and Shine Arts. And I help entrepreneurs or anyone really reconnect with their innate creativity so that they can live with more purpose and passion and fulfillment and ultimately meaning. And I do that through art in a variety of ways.
Awesome. So Chelsea and I have known each other for, oh gosh, probably 2 years now at this point, a whole 2 years. And I definitely know that she is a soulful entrepreneur, but I'd love for you, Chelsea, to share your perspective of what does it mean to you to be a soulful entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's a great question. And to me, it really means leading our business from a place of connection with our heart and from a place of connection with our heart and our values. So integrity. So rather than just making business decisions, for instance, from our mind or our logical mind and analytical mind, we're making those decisions from a place of like intuition and heart and passion that's aligned. So all parts of ourselves are aligned.
Yes, I love that so much. And I think that there is great power in just some of the work that you do with helping with that embodiment and that integration and just helping us get kind of quiet and building that connection. So of course, during this summit, we're going to be sharing with all of you how to become a more soulful entrepreneur. But we also want to highlight the importance of fun. And so as part of our application process, we asked all of our contributors to share their go-to song. A song that either helps get them energized or pumped up or really inspired. So Chelsea, I'd love for you to share a little bit about your go-to song.
My go-to song that I chose for the event, I have many songs that I love, so it was hard to pick one, but my go-to was Harmonized by Rising Appalachia. And one thing I love about that song is there's a lyric in there that says, she says, tell me what lights up your eyes. And to me, that just says so much, when we can all as entrepreneurs connect with what really lights us up inside and makes us feel alive, then the whole process is fruitful. So
I love that song. And when Chelsea was telling me that was her song, I just kind of was like, no way. Cause it's like, that's literally the #1 song that showed up on my year in review on my Spotify. Cause you know how it does this like capturing, and that song was my most listened to song this year. So,
that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. So what we did with our speaker songs is we gathered a playlist together, the Soulful Entrepreneur Summit speaker playlist. So this is going to feature all of our contributors' go-to songs so that you as an attendee can really get energized leading up to and during and after the event. Maybe you'll learn some new music as well in that process. We really believe that music is like a universal language. And so we're excited to integrate that little bit of fun. And who knows, maybe there'll be some singing and dancing during the event. So Chelsea is going to be doing an art activity. So throughout the summit, we do a lot of these different things to really help with integrating and aligning our heart and our head and our intuition, and taking people through different exercises like Chelsea's going to do with her art, or some different somatic exercises to get us connected with our body, get connected with our heart. So you're speaking on Community Day, and so I'd love to just kind of hear a little bit from you with regards to like, what are you most excited about sharing at the summit, and how do you see the connection of the activity you're going to take us through with just the theme of community building?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, the activity that I'll be taking us through is really about getting in touch with our own self-expression and ultimately getting in touch with our own creativity and connection to that soulfulness, right? Our heart. And I think that how that links to community is when we can do that and when we can connect more authentically with ourselves, then we're leading from that place of heart. And as a result, like the connections that we make, the business connections, the ideas that we have in business are going to be not just transactional, but they're going to be so much more meaningful. And as a result, our relationships are going to be so much more enjoyable and productive and just meaningful for everyone.
Oh, I am so excited. We've got some other really cool self-expression type of events that are happening on that particular day of the summit. So I think it's just going to be really, really impactful to just have all of these things combined together. So, well, we've got some rapid fire questions that we're going to go through to help to get to know you just a little bit more on a personal level. So are you ready to roll with these?
I'm ready.
All right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise, because it's full of possibility for the day.
Nice. Beach or mountains?
I'm going to pick both. I love them both. I grew up by the mountains. I lived by the beach recently, and I love them both.
Yeah, nice. What's the favorite book that you read in 2021?
Favorite book? There's so many good books. I will say there was a book, well, I think it was 2020. It was called Cancer and the New Biology of Water by Dr. Thomas Cowan. And it was just, I love learning about health. So it might seem a little unrelated to art, but I think it all ties into our well-being and my view of the world. So that was a good book.
Oh, super. And then for 2021, what has been your biggest takeaway?
Biggest takeaway, I think, I would say, well, it leads me back to the song that I mentioned, right? Tell me what lights up your eyes. And I think that for a lot of my life, I've hesitated to really put more energy into what I know lights me up, whether it's this business avenue or doing this fun thing or any project. And I think it's just become so clear to me that it's so vital for us to not put those things on a back burner, like make time to do what lights you up. If it's 5 minutes a day or 1 day a week or a weekend a month, like really the time is now to do and put our energy into what lights us up, because that's contagious.
Yeah, and when you're in that space, and when you're lit up, it attracts people to you. It's not only contagious, but it is the thing that draws the people in. And I think that that's what we as soulful entrepreneurs are really striving to figure out. How do we do that? And the answer is honestly by being in your bliss, being in the things that bring you joy, being around people that light you up as well. So that's awesome. So Chelsea, I'm so thrilled to have you be a part of our event in January. It was great to get to be able to share a little bit more about you with our viewers. If you're watching this, we want to personally invite you to join us at the 2022 Soulful Entrepreneur Summit. You can get more details about the event and also obtain your tickets at getsoulfulsuccess.com. The link is down in the video description along with the playlist that we just mentioned earlier. And we can't wait to see all of you and joining in on the movement that is soulful entrepreneurship. So thank you again so much, Chelsea. We can't wait to see you in January.
Thank you, Allison.